Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Praful Bele and I am from collegedunia.com. Very warm welcome to you on our interview series, which is called Thoughts on Education, where we interview various dignitaries such as the owners, directors, principals and admission heads of various universities and colleges. Before starting the interview, I would request you to kindly give a brief introduction of yourself and then we can proceed ahead with the interview. Ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity given to me. I am Dr. Vani Kamath, professor at DYPSUM deemed to be University School of Management, and I am also leading the admission team of DYPSUM University School of Management. I am working in DYPSUM University School of Management for the last 18 years. And I have the experience of being a faculty over the last so many years, along with other administrative and other activities. And I am also proud to say that I am the former dean of DYPSUM University School of Management.
Ma'am, that was really great to listen about your experience at DYPSUM. Now let's go to the first question of this interview series, and that is, what keeps you connected with the education sector and how has your experience been so far with the institute?
My passion for teaching is something which I always love to have. I would like to always have the teaching as my basic passion to the students. So that is something which is there. My love for teaching is something, and also my research area is something which I would always like to continue throughout my profession. And that is something which makes me different from others. That is what I feel. And the same activity, that is the research activities which we do on a regular basis, is also taken to the class, and that is something which is shared in the class. So through this, the students get an idea as to what is happening outside, and also the current activities which are happening in the organization, which is all-round level activity. So it makes them apart, and it makes them unique compared to all other individuals.
Ma'am, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of DYPSUM School of Management?
Okay. So when it comes to strategy related to the administrative plans, we basically run two programs, that is a Bachelor of Business Administration, which is a 3-year, as well as the 4-year honors which we have here. And we also have MBA programs, which basically caters to the needs of the society and also to the industry. So unlike other educational institutions, here we have courses which are industry specific. So we cover the areas like pharmaceutical industry management, health and hospital management, biotechnology industry management, logistics and supply chain management. So these are the basic core areas in which we basically function, and our aim is to see that our students do really good in these areas, and when they go out of the institution, they are industry ready. So that has always been our focus, and that is always our objective.
Ma'am, the education systems in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. In your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here at DYPSUM School of Management?
I truly agree that there was a lot of difference when it comes to the educational system of India and also the education system of foreign countries. But now, because we have got the implementation of NEP, that is National Education Policy 2020, after the implementation of 2020, there is a minimal gap which is remaining in the educational pattern and also the curriculum. So just like how foreign universities are functioning in the various levels, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5, that is something which they are offering. So we are also offering the same, and we have recently introduced a 4-year program wherein we cater to the needs of the students who want to pursue graduation for 4 years, and for them they can definitely go for 1 year of post-graduation instead of 2 years of post-graduation. So that is something which we have also imbibed, and I don't find much difference between the foreign universities and also the Indian universities anymore. If the organization and also if the university has implemented the national education policy just like how we have done, I don't think there will be any gap between foreign and Indian universities.
Ma'am, being the admission head at DYPSUM School of Management, can you put some light on the admission process of the institute?
Yeah. So when it comes to admission, our basic aim is to ensure that each and every student who comes to us gets an equitable treatment towards him or her. So that has always been our aim. But we are very much clear as to about the academics. When it comes to academics, the basic eligibility criteria which we consider is that the student should have at least 50% in their graduation and also in their 12th. So this makes them necessary to have more educational programs with us in the form of MBA and also with the BB, in the form of BBA. That is the first step wherein eligibility is something which we consider. And going further, after the eligibility is satisfied, then we basically take into consideration the examination process, and they will have to give the entrance examination, which is known as DYPCET. We also consider CAT, MAT scores, but DYPCET is something which they will have to appear when they come here if they do not have these scores. Apart from that, we also go for the interview. We take the interview of the students, and based on the personal interview, we give them marks. And if the student is clearing the interview, in that case, the student becomes eligible to come for the admission for our institute. So we have a rigorous process here wherein the student has to go through this selection process, and based on the selection process, their admission is confirmed here. So when their admission is confirmed, again they will have to fill in the application form, and after giving the application form, then they'll have to pay the required amount of fees which is applicable to them, and based on after that they will have to choose the area of specialization, and that has to be very clearly specified to them in advance. They will have to specify which specialization they want to choose in advance. So that is the basic process, and then once their selection is done, they'll have to pay the fees. So that is the basic process which we follow here in DYPSUM.
Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
Yeah, I would always like to give suggestions to our aspiring students and the current and young generation. So I would always like to say that commitment and attitude is something which are the two important qualities which a student should have. So when it comes to commitment, if you are committed to any field of yours, you can make wonders in that particular field. That is something which is very, very important. The second thing is attitude. Having a positive attitude can make a difference in your life, and that will also lead to a successful life of yours. So you can fight anything if you have a positive attitude. So these are the two advice or suggestions which I would like to give to the students.
Ma'am, it was really great to meet you and to listen to your views on our interview series, that is Thoughts on Education. I thank you on behalf of the College Dunia team, and we wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.